Hi and welcome to this week's frequently asked question at Redwood. This week we've got the frequently asked question, who needs a basic will and when do I need it? That's really two really good questions actually this week, so we're getting two questions for one. So the first question is, who needs a basic will? That's a really interesting thing. In terms of a basic will, what do we mean by a basic will? Let's take a step back first. So when we say basic will, we mean just a very simple will that leaves all of your assets maybe to a spouse or partner, or to your children, and then essentially deals with guardianship issues and funeral wishes and things like that. So it can be a very simple will. So in terms of who needs a basic will, I probably would say that, if you're under 50, then probably a basic will is going to be enough initially in these younger years to meet your needs. And if your estate is not particularly complicated, so it's maybe not particularly large, but it's also not complicated. You've not got kind of maybe foreign properties or buy-to-let portfolios. If you've just got a house and a bit of money in the bank account, your affairs are quite simple and your wishes are quite simple, then a basic will is probably going to be sufficient to meet your needs. In contrast, to kind of give that a bit more of an in-depth example, if on the other hand, you've got a particularly complex estate value, maybe you've got a business as well as some foreign property and some rental properties, maybe you've got an inheritance tax problem, or maybe you've got children from different relationships and you've got second marriages and things like that, life can be a bit more complex. And so certainly if those are your circumstances, then a basic will might not be sufficient to meet your needs. And you're going to probably want to take proper professional advice using a fully advised will writing service. That's kind of the sort of difference, I would say. Also, if you're worried about anything like care fees, inheritance tax, or losing money on things like divorce and what have you, again, you're going to benefit from taking professional advice and not going down the sort of basic online will route. In terms of when do I need it, so if you've established that you need a basic will and that's all you need, great. But when do you need it? Well, actually, the moment you turn 18, in the eyes of the law, once we're 18, we are adults and we're able to make a will, and absolutely we should. Even if we don't have a massive amount of assets at that time, it's about giving off and explaining what our wishes are, what we want to have happen with not just our stuff, but also our bodies, organ donation, funeral wishes, buried, cremated, all of those things. I know it's not nice to think about, but that is also part of what a will is for. So as soon as possible, once you've established that you need a basic will, setting one up as soon as possible is absolutely critical. If you're unsure about whether or not you need a basic will or whether or not you need proper advice, go to our website. We do free webinars on wills, trust and estate planning. We look at client case studies and examples, and it will really help you see whether you fit into the camp that can just have a basic will. And if so, we have an online service that you can do that within 30 minutes and from £49. Or once you've listened to the webinar, you might clearly see that actually a basic will is not going to be sufficient to meet your needs, and therefore you need to have a fully professionally advised service. And if that's the case, then we can help you as well, and you can come to us at Redwood, or you can go anywhere else and work with any other firm that you feel would be the best fit for you. So either way, go to the website and check it out to get that information, and hopefully that helps answer this question for this week.